What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Climb blog. I'm parked for a second because I've been very busy all day. It's crazy, but I got to go over this, right? Low information diet. And most people are on a low information diet. Let's be honest, 90% of Americans are on a low information diet. The problem is when they pretend to not be on a low information diet, right? You'll see, I was in a course with this guy and he was saying how he's on a low information diet. People were like, what? But don't hate the low information diet. Just use it to your advantage. Now, how do I know people are on low information diet? I'll post up new stats, new quotes, new studies, new numbers, and somebody will quote something in the comments. And I already know it's an old number. They heard some man say it on another channel. They just reusing it because they think it's cool. And it's the sign of somebody who doesn't read. It's just point blank period, right? Let's really get into it today, right? What's up, Terry? Terry's a busy lady. We couldn't get Terry on for Stock Tuesday, but we're going to get Terry on later this week. But here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with a low information diet. If you read the 4-hour work week, I think it's pivotal for you in business, right? When you can kind of condense down and get focused. So I'm not against low information diet. Let me make that very clear. I'm not against it, but I think you have to use it in seasons, in spurts. You have to kind of dive in, like, right? People go vote and then they read about all the candidates 2 days before voting, right? Right? So it's just like, yeah, the news is set up for 8th graders. Yeah, it really is. The comprehension level in America is really, really low. So I'm letting you guys come on into the channel, drop your city and state and listen. Put a 1 in the comments if you're on a low information diet. There's no shame in it. I just want you to put it in here so I can tell you what we're talking about today. And the problem is, what's up? Hey, thank you. Looking good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. See y'all soon. What's up, Richmond, Virginia, Charleston, Austin, Texas. What's up, Austin, Texas? I'm in Austin, Texas. Charlotte, North Carolina. We got Raleigh, North Carolina. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. We got the Bronx, New York, Raleigh, North Carolina. Not familiar with the low information diet. So a low information diet is when people pretty much restrict their news watching, Fox News, CNBC. They restrict a lot of that news watching, and they don't read the newspapers. And when issues happen or events happen, oh my God, it gets their attention. Now, why is this important? This works on people. There was a book called Rage Inc., right? Where a lot of times something will happen in the news and it's been out for a minute, but it just hit the masses. And all of a sudden, all these people go crazy, all right? Same thing with the chicken sandwiches, the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. All of a sudden, something hits a tipping point and now we're all talking about it. And A Tipping Point is a great book, by the way, along with the 4-hour work week. But most of us are on a low information diet. We just don't know it. Now, there is a kind of like in liberal spaces, this like, oh, I listen to NPR every day, Erica. I do this or that. I literally read 2 to 4 hours a day. And people don't believe that because they're like, but you say you're working. I am. It's part of my work. It's a part of me deciding the next steps to invest or move left or right or to make decisions. I have to read. I have no choice because I get offers every day for rental properties, investment deals. I got a mobile home park deal sent to me in my email. So then I had to go research the area. I had to go look up what's in this area that makes this deal worth it. There's a lot of work there. I'm not, and for some days I'm on a low information diet, but sporadically, right? Because then I'll go into hyper studying to do what? These videos, or do hyper studying to grow my business. Now, look, how can the low information diet benefit you and make you a millionaire? Easy. You can be an expert like that. Now, again, the planner is live. I'm so excited. The planner is live. It's in the description links. The planner link if you want the planner. Also, if you've been on the email list, you got an email earlier today. The planner is live and I'm excited about it. I'll be holding up in a bunch of videos and you'll see that shortly. But the planner is part of you. Low distraction diet. Good one, AM1. Getting that planner, writing it out, filling it out. You will track your steps and do 10x more just by the naturalness of tracking it. Do you know how many times people, I think it was saying how like the national average was like people pay all these fees, late fees, and the money be in the account. It ain't even that the money ain't in the account. The money's in the account. They just don't know they're supposed to pay it on a particular day and get hit with late fees. That's crazy. That makes no sense. When the money's in the account, but see, people don't track their days, people don't track their time, so then things just go awry. And if you're not tracking it, if it's not being measured, it's not really getting somewhere. Let's just be really honest. You're not getting traction in a goal if you're not measuring it. You're not getting traction. You're just not. You're not going to do it. And this is why this planner works so well, is because I know for myself, when I write it down, all of a sudden it's like, man, I got everything done. Wow, we're already done this week. You start knocking the things out when you start writing it down. If it ain't written down in your planner, it ain't happening. That's how I used to say it at our sales job. Now look, low information diet. Right? Thank you, Jabras. Thank you guys for already ordering. Thank you. I appreciate it. I used to be a news junkie. I watched the news from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. every night. I have now gone on news that health is wealth. This is what I'm trying to convince my mother. She thinks, we about to go to World War III. She's all like, I'm like, get off the TV. But she's a retiree. So she has a lot of time to do what? Watch the TV. But again, what is television? It's television programming. Not to be all hotep on you. But this is my big thing about FTC finding people. Because people in droves have left TV. They've left the mainstream media, what you call it mass media, because it talks to the masses. So you have all these people in different branches watching different things on YouTube, becoming silo junkies, right? They get an echo chamber, right? If you want an echo chamber for men, we already know you can go for the echo chamber for men. If you want an echo chamber for fitness, you can literally just watch fitness videos nonstop and get an echo chamber. If you want to do things for travel, you can get an echo chamber of that. There was like a 6-month period where I was just in an echo chamber of watching travel channels. And I was like, I don't know how people do this without going crazy, because I was like, let's just book these tickets and go. But everybody doesn't have the income to do that, right? Does that make sense? So again, you get in silos because you're in a low information diet, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now listen, right now I'm finishing up the intro parts of the YouTube 6-figure mastery course. Only taking 500 people this first round. We're going to make y'all go to work. Y'all putting up channels, y'all getting in a separate private Facebook group, y'all sharing, you're putting tags on your videos, you're getting serious, because this is one of the big beacons of making millions of dollars. It's like the wild, wild west out here on YouTube. And what you're seeing is people are in such low information diet. Some guy can come on here and tell you a stat that's 20 years old. Now, I'm not knocking somebody. I'm not knocking him. And I know he'll know this. If he watches this, he'll probably think I'm knocking him. But when you quote something from 2000, when we already got stats in 2010 and 2015 and 2012, I can't rock with you, because you're giving your audience a kind of twisted number, right? And prime example, there used to be like, oh, black women are like the lowest married group in America. And then the same people who went back and did that study started studying like, oh, their first time marriages is 32 to 35. When white women's first time marriages is 25 to 27. Now, someone who reads stats and reads notes would know that. Would know it's at 39%, not 36%. There's just certain things, if you actually dig back, you'll know that's true. But I also know what that person's doing. They're speaking to an audience who wants to hear red meat. Yeah, everything's bad, right? And so you have to pay attention, and you have to create your branch you want to be on. I'll put it that way. And I'm going to talk about branches. What I mean, tree branch. Someone sent me a message the other day. Well, what if you went broke again, Erica? What would you do? That's just it. It can't happen. Because if you mentally, let's be really honest, there's a guy, if you guys know who this basketball player is, put it in the comments. It's the basketball player. He lost $100 million. He used to hang out with Michael Jordan and gamble. He gambled like $800,000. And he was like, well, that wasn't why I lost all my money. It was bad real estate investments. Do y'all know who the guy I'm talking about? Put him in the comments if you know who I'm talking about. Literally, this guy tried to say, oh, was it this or was that? But he's not broke. They've already done multiple documentaries showing where he's hiding money in the Dominican Republic and in the islands, and the FBI and the IRS just can't get it. Now, I'm using him as an example that you can never go back down certain levels, because guess what? There's tree branches along the way. As you climb up in life, and you learn certain skills, you start meeting certain people, you start getting on a higher tree branch. Now, this is the danger in the YouTube internet money sphere, right? You start climbing the branch of money, but do you have the connection? So you'll see people who, man, my YouTube channel blew up one year, had all this money, and then it kind of started coming down, and they start grabbing for branches. Okay, follow me. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying with tree branches. Same thing, unfortunately, kind of happens when you talk about certain parts of society. Now, Blake Griffin, I'll use Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, baby mama, that has 2 kids with him and was with him for a long time before he left her. Before him, she was with a football player. It's a white woman, blonde hair. She was at college with this particular football player, had a kid by him, and then did what? Got with Blake Griffin. Now, many people gonna say, well, why would Blake Griffin want a single mom? Tree branches. Okay? Once you get to a certain level economically, once you get to a certain level in society, for you to fall all the way down, you had to hit the ugly stick on every branch. Homegirl was still beautiful. Homegirl was still blonde. Homegirl still was getting a ton of money from the football player. And she, unlike some of these people who are looking like China Black out here, was investing her money. So she stayed in that upper echelon. Now, she probably was hoping Blake Griffin married her. They lived together. They had this beautiful home. They've been together, I don't know, like 6 years or something crazy. But then he bounced. Okay, so now she is a multimillionaire single mom, but a multimillionaire with 1 kid from a football player and 2 kids from a basketball player. Now, will she get a billionaire? No. Will she marry another millionaire? Possibly. Will she kind of be around other business owners? That part. Okay? And what people don't understand is when you start getting certain levels and branches in your life, it's hard to fall back down. Okay? And this is why I push so hard for you guys to learn these things so that you can apply them in business and in life where you want to take them. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go on with the conversation. I'm going to read some of y'all comments here. I'm sorry. I was in a tangent. Okay. Just bought it. Thank you. You're quickly becoming one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you. What's up, Spine Doctor? Thank you, A-Ben. I am truly thankful for you and your information. I have 1 income property already and working on a second. Action, action, action. Yes, Ben. It's absolutely programming. It's literal mind control. Exactly. It's called television programming. When you get the TV guide, what does the TV guide do? Television programming. Okay? My favorite is the last season after it's gone. So will my TV. Man, I do this for a living. Exactly, everyone. I'm getting back to writing down my goals. Bought a whiteboard and I'll be using your planner. Thank you. You see Grant Cardone is a Scientologist. Exactly. Listen, we'll talk about that another day. Erica, is it a physical planner or e-planner? Is a physical planner, King K. Physical. I think it's important for you to have a piece of paper and write it down. Studies have shown kids who just use computers in the classroom versus kids who write, the kids who write have better memories. There's something about putting a pen in your hand and writing it down that creates better quality all overall. FTC needs to start coming down on those OnlyFans accounts instead of YouTubers. Man, FTC needs to do a lot of things. Man, you have a motivational speaker while wearing cowboy boots. Thank you, BMT, Black Male Talk. When are you launching the YouTube Mastermind? So the YouTube Mastermind, again, it's a drip course. So we'll have week 1 through week 12. And a lot of people get mad about it. They're like, I want to see it all right now. Again, what happens is people get on, they'll binge on a bunch of information and do nothing. So this way with the course, every week on Wednesday, we're going to have our live 1.5 to 2 hours Q&A. We're going to be talking. You're going to be in the private Facebook group, and we're going to be making sure everybody is setting up their accounts, because listen, if we got 500 of us in there and we're snowballing your accounts and we're doing different things to help each other in tactics, this is the power. This is where the power comes in. This is where you start slamming the deck. Again, you'll see it in several of my videos where I show you where people are in groupings, where people have been in groupings with each other and helping their YouTube channels blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. Again, you see Stephen Graham and Meet Kevin with each other all the time. You see different people hanging out all the time. But we'll talk about that inside the course. But it should be coming out around, maybe this Friday we'll open it up. If you're on the email list, be on the email list. Antonio Walker. Yes, Antonio Walker. Now, Scottie Pippen, I just went and saw at the basketball game, Scottie Pippen's nephew with the Austin Spurs. Antonio Walker, yep. Antonio Walker is not really broke. There's several documentaries, go watch it. Like, he kept making these flights to several different islands, and the IRS keeps following him. And he's like, they're like, how are you affording to keep going all these villas and these places? Honey, when you get to a certain level, you know, I'll just say, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I remember Tyson said he felt broke and he had $20 million. Listen, because once you start getting a certain upper echelon, you realize people make that every year. When I started going to certain golf classics, I realized when I was in there golfing, and this guy was like, it was a little racist. He was like, oh, I thought you were somebody's, he thought I was somebody's plus one. That's the best way to say it. And I was like, no, I'm actually playing today for my company. And he said, oh, what's your company? I said, well, it's mine. It's real estate company. I was just kind of being all put offish at that point because he was rude. And by the time we went through, I think we were at hole 9 at that point. Whole different attitude, whole different conversation. Oh, you should come over here. You should come over to this country club. Oh, I could totally give your name at the door. And it, like, the conversation switched. Because then he realized he wasn't just dealing with some, girl who was somebody's plus one party time. Okay, right? And what people don't understand is in these situations, when you start being in different associations and different groups, there's levels even inside those groups. And so when people realize, oh, and it's not that the air is thin, it's just that not many people push past very bare bones basic living. And I mean that. Like, as much as Glenn and Cameron, so many people joke about these women who are doing nothing but looking pretty, there's a lot of men doing the same. And what happens is if you just do an inch more, the sky is the limit. I promise y'all. Having the right connection can change your life in a year. Yep. What's up, Prince Diamond? Her family had cake. Her brother was also in the NFL too. Look, I'm telling you, Malik Vanderpool, what will happen? Some dude on the way down, maybe a kicker. I'm being very kind, Malik, but a kicker who's got his money saved up will be like, she's still good looking to me and she got money. I'm going to take my money and her money. And I'm telling you, it happens every day. Her brother just had a baby by Tiger Woods' ex-wife. They know how to work the circle of money. Thank you. Thank you. Tell these people think I'm making this stuff up, but I'm really not. And like, I'm going to try to do some camera work next year, but I'm literally on my calendar right now. I think I'm signed up for 6 golf classics. It's where you pay money to basically, it goes to a charity and you play golf. I'm signed up for 3 galas. One's military based, influence based. The other 2 are business associations. There's 2 other banquets I'm going to where you'll have to dress up in Houston. There's another 2 banquets in Dallas. And there is 2 events where it's like the Hotel Association. Remember I told you guys about the Hotel Association for Black people? That's probably going to be in Florida. Signed up for that. Gotta wear banquet gear for all these events I'm going to. And you're in the room with who? People who've done just a little bit more. I was at Afrotech, and what I was laughing is some of the nerdy guys people are looking past in everyday life are guys in there who are starting a startup who will have probably $20 million in a couple years. But people look past them. Again, what rooms are you in? Somebody get Erica TV show. Thank you. My bad. No spine doctor. Where can we buy the planner? Is there a hardcover? Yes, there's a hard copy. Top dollars for houses. It's in the description. If any of the moderators can pull it in, you can do that. The planner needs your new logo, Erica. It does. Television. Yep. Television. Dropping straight truth. My handyman business took a hit, but since I have a backlog of previous jobs, I still have checks coming in. Sometimes you got to keep pushing no matter what. Robbie Rob, also what you need to do at that, if you have a handyman business, you need, honestly, for business, I was getting ready to talk about this. I'm getting ready to talk about it. You need leads. You need someone calling for leads, someone pushing for leads. You need marketing and advertising, and you could literally have a VA do it, or you can run Google AdWords. You could run, what's the name of that company? Home Advisor, any of these ones, and spend a little money and let the tree shake. It's very possible. And the referral side of things, making things go through referrals. Thank you so much. Once you get a certain level, it's hard to drop off. It's hard to stay. Yeah. Already on the list, of course. Gotcha. Once you know how to interact with these businesses into these, it's game changer, especially FTC, affidavit, and credit repair. Yep. Erica, can I be your plus one? I'm telling you, he thought I was somebody's plus one. I'm like, baby, I'm out here to play. What you talking about? What's up, Jacksonville, Florida? People change their perception of you when they realize you have something going on like business investments. I see it repeatedly. Oh, yeah, Jabrash. I am one. What's the investment for the course? Gifted giver, it's $1,997. Now let me be very clear. I have the most problems in my business in my life when I charge less than $500. I kid you not, I'll have the most complaints, the most chargebacks, the most bad attitudes. And right now, what I'm teaching in this YouTube course, literally giving you the blueprint from $0 to $3 million, how I raised $1 million in 1 year, how to structure yourself so you can get out of your business and have people working in your business for you. Right now, people don't realize I have 7 employees and I'm getting 2 VAs from the Philippines when their paperwork is official, when we're done. And to sell that should be $5,000, honestly. But I'm doing this first round so that we can get testimonials, we can get videos, replies, we can get the Q&As working well, and we can get everybody rolling. And I know it's worth more. And I know there's people selling the same exact thing for $20,000, but it's like, I'm literally reaching people who I'm like, if you're serious about building a business and being paid $100 grand a year is the easy part when it comes to this freaking YouTube. And I know people don't believe me, but the smaller channels make more money. And if you don't believe me, you can go do a Google search today and see at least 100 videos where people are like, yeah, you got a channel under 50,000 people, you got a channel under 20,000 people, they make the most money. I digress. I won't go into this long thing, but yeah, it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be a $200 course. It's changing your life and making millions of dollars is not going to be some $300 course. It's just not. Right? And if you need social proof for how my life has changed or social proof for my life, again, I go to my Instagram page, see how many conferences I've done, see how many events I've done, see all the travel I've done. I've done over 35 first class fights this year. And I think there's 7 more. And so when people go, well, you could be using points, trust me, use cash. I mean, but there's ways to do things. There's ways to structure your business. And honestly, like there's several YouTubers, and I'm not naming names because I'm in certain groups, who are they're not even doing the YouTube stuff right now. They pre-recorded all the videos you see of them. Look at their face. Their face is super tan like it's summer, but where they live is winter. And I could name them, but I'm not, because I know they've already pre-recorded these videos. They did these all in the summer. And now they out having a good time. And the reason I know they did in the summer, because one time one of them made an update video and his face was pale as winter, but then all his videos afterwards were summertime. Again, I see this all the time, and I know when people are making a certain amount of money and they out there living their best life. I know it. I know what it's like to make $50,000 a month off of YouTube. I know what it's like to make $2,000 a month. And, I'm willing to teach it because look at what the FTC is doing. It's so many millions of dollars being made on this platform that they're like, yo, we can go make money all day. Look at the past 5 years, who's been making killer money. Christian channels, interracial channels, interracial couple channels, family channels. These people are making a killing. I'm telling you, I looked at Belief in Fatherhood. They went from a very tiny house to at least $500,000 house in California, where they live in California. $500,000 house. Without stress, without worry. And he's on Spectrum TV ads. I mean, I'm just telling you, I know the money being made because I know the money made at my level. So then when I see somebody at that level and I'm actually in certain circles. But again, I digress. I'm not going to go too deep in it. High ticket offer equals more dedicated buyer. Just ordered a planner off Lulu. Thank you, Ty Davis. How can I get on this YouTube list? Ethan Troy, it's in my Instagram. I've been putting it in the links. It's the email list. The email list right now, everybody on the email list will get a video that's not even out on the internet anywhere. It's a video and it's kind of tell you what we're working through and how we're building it. And if you want to be a part of it, because once it drops, remember, it's on drip. So if you come in the course this week, let's say we drop it on Friday. You come in on Friday, you're going to be on track. Somebody comes 2 weeks later, they're going to start all the way at the beginning. And yes, they can come for the live weekly Wednesdays, but they just going to be at the back. They're going to have to wait for all the rest of the videos to come out, because what happens is people will try to like cram all this information and throw it all back out. Like just throw it up. You can't do that. You have to set this up. If you set this up right, I've seen people with like 3,000 subscribers make 10 grand a month. It's all about the setting it up, the formation, getting it right, and creating authority. Now, I'm going to get back to my point here. Hold on. What's up, Nashville? Excited about the YouTube course. What's up, Robbie Rob? Exactly. Living your best life. Okay, Michelle. We can talk about how to fix that. There you go. Referrals, MGM. Uh-oh, we got a troll. What happened? Moderators, you guys got to, hide this user. Okay, there we go. You out of here. You can make money by never showing your face. It's definitely possible. I know, moderators. Okay. Well, thank you, Sledrick Walker. I be doing what I do. All right, so back to the low information diet. So if you notice a lot of people are on low information diet, and thank you guys for the super chats. What you have is, I could literally build you up right now. And lots of people say, Eric, I don't have no skills or something. Nobody wants what I know. This is crap. You know good things. Listen, if you right now, let's say you're in real estate, you pick 50 books. I'm just doing a hypothetical person named Jerome. Jerome, like, I ain't got no skills. Okay, Jerome picks 50 books in the niche he wants to talk about. I'm telling you, ain't want to be trolls in here. I'd be having to knock them out. One conference a month for a year in his field, his specialty, coaching and consulting especially, and get leads. He can have $100,000 a year, first year out the gate. Why am I saying that? I know it because I've actually been in groups where I've actually watched a person do this same exact thing. Now I'm giving y'all a little freebie here, but a lot of it's saved for the course. But literally, 50 books put you ahead of pretty much everybody. If you read 50 books on SEO, you could go out that day and take 2 SEO courses and actually start marketing yourself to clients. You could just smash it. You can absolutely smash it. And what's crazy is, it's because people are on low information diets. So I've seen people in the holistic field go read 50 books on like keto diet, start making a channel, cook food, show you some food, put together a cookbook, sell out the cookbook, sell multiple things. Again, I've seen it happen and I've watched them do it. Literally, and how do you become authority in a space, right? So let's say, there's 50 people in a particular group you want to connect with. You want to be connected to them. You want to talk to them. You want to be in their space. You want to go events to them. Not that you spam them, but you can literally go on every social media they have. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, message, comment, like, share their stuff. Then on top of that, there's techniques I can get you to drive. If you got like 0 followers, 0 subscribers, 0 views on your channel, I can get you from there to at least 10,000, right? Because I know the techniques, because I did them myself, and now that I know them, I can do them faster and show you how to do them faster. I've seen it over and over. And they're so simple. But again, 50 books in your field, whatever it is particularly you want to talk about, and again, when you talk about these 50 books, people are going to say, but people are going to know I'm reading from a book. No, they won't. People don't read. People don't read. I'll go on people's channels and they be like, man, that's so deep. I'd be like, nah, man, that's from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Man, that's you hitting on it. And I'd be like, yo, that is from a book. Y'all can go get it from a store. People don't read. And there's nothing wrong with that, because people get up every day and go to work and they're tired. But it's also why 75 million Americans are making $30,000 a year. Because they don't want to put in that work. But here you come to spoon feed them. They're like, this is amazing. Okay? Now you got to have a little bit of personality, but yeah. Now listen, high traffic, no long-term money. I love O'Shea. I love all these different people, but look at what they're trying to do to get what? Paid. Shira 7, all these people that are talking about relationships. You'll always have the hot topics: guns, money, relationships, and losing weight. Those will always be the hottest 4 topics on the internet. You can talk about relationships all day, but do you have a book you're selling? Do you have affiliates? Do you have JV deals? Okay. Look at some of your most famous people and see what's happening. They're bringing people on their channel to sell something, or they're doing some kind of deal. Pay attention, because you can talk about relationships so long, but look at these guys out here who are talking about, they're calling themselves dating coaches. They have a book. They have a course. They have something they're selling. Okay? Like, these are such simple techniques that once you make the water pump, it pumps forever. Just being honest. Okay. I literally have videos from 4 or 5 years ago where I'm in my friend's apartment with her cat acting up and behind me, and people buy stuff from there. Again, in the course, I even show you some of these newer people and look how they use the links underneath their video. I have people watch an old video and click every single link under the video. And I'll be like, where did this sale come from? I don't even have those prices no more. I have to go back and find a video 4 years ago where I have these links still on them. I'll have people put in sales from old videos. I'll be like, what video did you just watch? Is the sale still valuable? Well, you done sent the money now. I guess I got to honor it. Things like that happen every day. And it's a nightmare for my staff, but they know. They already know what's happening. They know you're going to have stuff happen every day like that. Now, again, the key is these people have high traffic. You know, people want to be YouTube famous, honestly. They want to have 50,000, 60,000 people watching a video instead of making money. And again, you know, what's your goal? If your goal is to be YouTube famous, you're going to say the most outrageous things, the most outrageous barbershop talk to get views and to get likes. But some of those people I know behind the scenes don't make no money. O'Shea make money because O'Shea is a connector and brings people on. And people super chat. Sometimes you see $3,000 worth of super chats going on some of his lives. Okay? And he's in Poland. So you do the math. Can live well like that. Okay? But then you have these other guys who are mad and angry. Why? Because their followers don't have money. Or they love listening to the silliness, but they ain't throwing money at it. So again, depending on what you want to talk about, if you want to talk about healthcare, you want to talk about kids losing weight, you want to talk about karate, you want to talk about fitness, it's money to be made. But careful on the relationships because you got to have some social proof. Now, there's one or two of those relationship guys who have a whole family. You can see in his videos, if he ever wants to have a come to Jesus moment and flip to the other side and say, you know what you want to do if you want to marry these women? Be a macho man. You be the leader of your family. You could have a whole conversion and the people still follow. Angry Man too. He's writing a book. You can marry a single mom with a kid. It's a whole conversion. Okay. Now, if people ask me, Erica, what should I do? I want to do this YouTube so bad. There's things, of course, we talk about how to go ahead and get full-time income. But here's the kicker. Most of you, 90% of you, the number one thing you can do is get a new job. I know it's not exciting for me to say that, but a lot of you've been in a job so long, and also you may not have the stability of credit or credit cards. Getting a new job may be perfect for you. When I bring on Kamoy, when I bring on Terry, when I bring on Chris Johnson, getting a new job where you make more money than $30,000 a year or even $50,000 a year may be the life-turning moment for you. So anytime I'm offering all these courses, a lot of people are like, I bought your other courses. I know. It may not be the time for you to do this. It may not be. But I know if you come home and you got from 5 to 11 o'clock at night, you record your video, and then you go do some of the free traffic techniques we talk about for an hour to 2 hours, life-changing. 90 days later, life-changing. Because a lot of the stuff is just getting into the system. Now, what do I mean getting to the system? Getting people to see, oh, that's whoever. Like, I'll go to other people's channels and I'll type a comment, hey, Erica, I like your videos. I'll have people come up, oh, I ain't seen your video in years, but I love your channel. Like, again, and what people don't understand is there's a thing called retargeting. Now, I only have 34,000 subscribers. But if I go in my retargeting pool, I have 180,000 people. How is that possible? A lot of times people come to your channel, they watch 1 or 2 videos, they don't subscribe. Boom. But guess what? They're in your retargeting pool. So if I want to throw up retargeting ads, guess what? It hits all 180,000 people. So that works. And I'll talk about that in the course too. But again, there's levels to this. So 90% of y'all get a new job, make more money, pay down some debt, get some freedom, get some breathing room so that you can do something new. Okay? A lot of you are sports enthusiasts. Some of you guys have so much knowledge on sports. Have you seen the sports channels here on YouTube? They make bank. They make bank. Those guys actually get invited to the ESPY Awards. Or what do you call them when they're ESPN Awards? They get invited. YouTubers. Because their channels are so thriving. People will watch that stuff all day. People will listen to podcasts on sports all day. How do you make money off that? Advertising. Selling advertising space. But we'll get into that in the course too. So look, that other 10%, so 90% of y'all, this may not be for you. Get a job, move up in income, move up in associations. Better for you. 10% of y'all, if you got a $20,000 or $30,000 credit card and you got a little bit of space and some time to hammer for 3 months, life changing. It's life changing. Again, when I'm in those groups where guys are like, I got $100,000 credit card, but I don't know how to do business. He doesn't know how to run anything. He just has credit. Those people need to do what? Partner with somebody. Take that money and partner with somebody who knows what they're doing. A lot of times people get stressed out over investments. That person needs to be a money person. That's it. Now, I wrote some notes here. I was cracking myself up. New you, new levels, right? And this past 2 years, if you've noticed just the shift of my happiness, my tempo, because what? I got around more people who are like me, and that goes by sometimes conferences, events, meetups, creating in my Slack group. I got a Slack group for the Dallas group. I got a Slack group for the Denver folks. Those folks can get any of my attention and my time because they've spent money with me. They've interacted with me, and I want to make sure they win because they want me to win. I want them to win. It's an interchange of energy. And you'll see that more and more once you get out in this space. A lot of people are saying, oh man, everybody wants to take money from you or steal from you or steal your ideals. That's not true. There's a lot of people that push good energy your way. You have to give those people more attention. Focus more on those spaces. Now, when you level up, what does level up mean? When you go and you pick a niche, whatever that niche is, whether it's holistic, it's, if you want to be the CrossFitter, even though CrossFitting is kind of on the backside of trending, when you want to be some massive CrossFitter that makes a lot of money, you literally could have a CrossFitting video talking about how you go from not an athlete to a CrossFit person, and along the way, tag your supplements, tag what clothes you're wearing, go to Amazon, tag all these links. You could make literally $3,000 to $5,000 just on that. Just on that, right? Because what happens is people will literally love following the journey. I had one point I was working with a consulting team and they're like, you should do a holistic channel where you lose weight, Erica. It'll be so great. I almost chopped them in the neck, but then I said, you're right. It would make a ton of money, but I don't want to do that, right? It would make me have to be extra disciplined and I don't want to do that, right? But I've seen a guy, this black guy, go from just tracking himself. He was like 330 pounds. I think he was 330 pounds and he got down to basically half his weight. And he was just showing what he was eating. He was tagging stuff under the video. Every time I would tag stuff under his video, it would be sold out. I go to Amazon. Nope, not available. I'd go on different stuff. Nope, not available. This is very common. 80% of people are going to watch videos if they can solve a problem for themselves instead of having to read a book. This is wonderful for you. It is also a headache because people are going to want you to spoon feed them. Now, things we talk about in the course is once you start opening up this door and you start having this flow of touch points. What are touch points? Your videos, your pictures, your whatever. You're going to get inbound marketing through the nose. You're going to be like, please. I literally get 100+ messages a day of random everything. Oh, Eric, I saw this video from 2016. Do you still believe this or that or this? Like every day is something. And so what I'll show you is the importance of staff is people on your team just kind of being a response. Like, yes, thank you. Yes. Oh, Miss Erica's busy right now. We can do this. Or, you know what I mean? They're just a responser. They're just responding for you. They're helping you via response. It's very important. So the thing of that is, again, I told you I'm going to galas, I'm going to golf classics, I'm going to associations and banquets. And again, it's twofold for me. It's not just business. It's personal. Where will you find a very influential man or a man who is newly divorced and trying and getting back out there and like, hey, I want a younger wife, but not too young, because we have those men. Trust me, I go to church. We have those men who are like, I'm in the late 40s. I ain't trying to get 25 because 25 going to want to do what? Start all over again, have a bunch of babies and travel all over the world and run up all my money. And I'm on the backside of life. You dig what I'm saying? So you have a mixture there. So the events are twofold for me. I get to mingle with people who are kind of in my social level. I also get to mingle with people who have businesses, and it's an enjoyable environment. You have to figure out your niche. If your niche is going to be some kind of fitness, you need to be going to all the fitness stuff next year. Okay? And holistic stuff, at least in your region next year. Okay? So let me read some of y'all comments in here. Yep, Joshua Dandridge. Yep. How did you come up with systems for your business after setting up to hire people to grow your business so you're not killing yourself doing everything? Trey Wilson, I put that in the course, but also once you do something, it's called SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. You know what it takes to do that job and how long it takes, the time, hours, minutes. Now you can write that down on a piece of paper and give it to someone else as a job description. Again, pull yourself out of the business so that you're on the other side, because when you get on the other side, then you can market. If you guys notice, I've got more energy, more vibrant, because I got other people doing some of the work, taking the load off me, and I don't have to sit at the computer and do things I'm not good at. Because what happens is you try to do everything. There's some things you have strengths with, and there's some things you have weaknesses with. So you got to make sure you focus on that. Think about all the meditation channels with millions of viewers. Those people never show their face but get paid. Exactly, Rita. Listen, that's part of your assignment. If you want to do something where you never want to show your face, you need to go research channels that you think you can be good at, but also channels that you can feel comfortable doing. Because honestly, you see the channels where people are eating food. I know it sounds crazy, but this one girl plays really soft music in the background and then eats chips and very loud things, and it's the microphone very closely. Those things make money. There's actually a mental disorder where you are bothered by hearing people eat, which is interesting. Found that out. How can I get the journal, Tiffany? We put it in the links in the description of this video, and also it's all over Instagram. It's everywhere. It's also the email list. Oh no, Anthony Bolton. Hello, Erica. I have terrible news. Remember my mother's house I was about to rent out? The pipes burst and it flooded the whole house. I have to start over with a total rebuild now. Anthony, does no one check on the property regularly? That's crazy. Did you have insurance? Just sexyization? Okay. My husband is transitioning from one career to another, and I'm joining this to help him. There you go. Her channel is getting more popular. That's probably why there are more trolls. Yeah. The law of attraction channels are making money. Everybody and their mama on that wave. Listen, the chicks who are witches are making money. I mean, she herself is a witch. I'm not knocking her. I don't want her to put no spell on me. She in Houston. But like, she a witch. She lives in a very nice house, who has a husband who's helped her have a very nice house. And so she's telling you to level up. But again, we have to do self-assessment, ladies. Are we physically fit in the places where it would require that level up? Not just physically fit, or mentally fit, or is our debt in order, or our clothes in order? Again, you know how many people send me messages saying they'll send me dresses and wardrobes recommendations? More than I would like. But I've actually started buying a lot of those different dresses to try on different things for different events. Some of you, if you come to DC December 7th, or your leisure event, you'll see me. I'm still having cowboy boots though. Yes, he's gotten rich off keto cooking live. Oh yeah, that's Darius Cooks, but also this is another guy in San Antonio. He quit his job, and not only did they sell the house he was in, his wife was in, sold the house, moved into an apartment. He literally started a supplement company. Like, boy made money. Like, yeah, people are that serious. Erica, the cabbage died. No, Cedric, no cabbage died. That is terrible for your health. Love your channel. Thank you, Shantae. Hey, Erica in the chat, quitting my 9 to 5 next week is Erica's fault. LO inspire me. Don't you blame me. You better have a backup plan. Elephant Edge, good problem to have. I love her. She's passionate about business. Williams, let's get it. Thank you. All those motivational entrepreneurs on Twitter copy and paste info from books, but most of their followers don't even know. Rita, honey, listen, I will share those very simple pastings from books, and people be like, man, this is so good. Where's this channel? Can I go follow them? I'll be like, oh my God. Read, baby, read. I remember Alex Becker was saying something on his channel, and I started laughing because I had, he was messing up a quote from this book, and I was like, he didn't even say the quote right. And everybody's like, this is so deep, so deep. And I'm like, oh. If you want to hide your valuables, put them in books. I'm telling you. Thank you for being kind and honoring the old past. Look, Lynn, they be hitting me up. They be getting me good. I'll get at least one a day. I'll be like, where did you find this? They be like, oh, I found it on this video. I'm like, but listen, when my staff take over, they might start refunding people. You don't know. That Dr. Axe guy. Hold on a second here. This is oat milk, not regular milk. We're on a no milk for the rest of the year. This is oat milk. I'm a little worried though, because I really gonna miss eggnog. But I'm gonna try to find some vegan eggnog, even though I don't want to. But I'm gonna try, because I'm pretty sure all the eggnog I saw in the store had cream in it. That Dr. Axe guy just appraised for $300 million for his online web and online store. Spine doctor, in the course, I'm going to show people. People are like, oh, should we blog? I'm like, you can go buy blogs right now off Empire Flippers for like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, where the guy has all this Amazon affiliate stuff attached, and it's just raking in dough. There's several blogs that make $1 million a year plus, $1 to $5 million a year, but there's a whole world out there. And what I'm trying to get y'all to see is, for 90% of y'all, just get a job that pays more, go into tech, make some more money, free that money up, invest that money. You'll feel more better, because everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur, and that's okay. But for that 10% that you know, you're like, Eric, I got to go today. You have to build a vehicle to get yourself free. The original credit repair and the painting company was a way for me to get free. Free yourself, okay? And once you free yourself, you can leverage to wherever you want to go, right? And so that's the biggest deal on there. This guy's a weirdo, just parked in front of me in an empty parking lot. So weird. So I smiled at that too. Lynn Griffiths, great business people will honor the price listed. I've been in a restaurant, the menu have a price and the person registers. Hey, it happens. Is there any money in holistic medicine? Are you kidding me, G. Logan? Do you know how many times people have been like, yo, you need to be in holistic, Erica? Like, I know for a certain, there's a guy, I'm trying to think of his channel. Basically, if you're Black, Latino, or Asian, and you've been to the doctor recently, they probably have suggested to you to get on vitamin D. And what they've noticed is just a trend of minorities just not being able to, one, we have this great skin that blocks the sun, but also the food, everything is like low vitamin D. Now, what does vitamin D, why is it so vital? Belly fat, it'll get rid of belly fat. It'll improve, you'll get like people who had depression, they were basically prescribing them vitamin D, and they were coming back like, this is the best antidepressant medicine ever. And they're like, we just prescribed you vitamin D. So there's been a lot of medical breakthroughs in vitamin D. And so a lot of Black and Latino people are talking about vitamin D, and they would have a link for Amazon for certain vitamin D vitamins underneath their video. They were selling out. I went to several people's videos to click on the vitamin D and the black seed oil. It was sold out. Like, Amazon's like, you're going to have to get it from another retailer. When Amazon sells out of your particular thing to provide something, that's for real. That's serious. Okay? So yes, there's a big thing in holistic channels. Now, if I were you, this is just a freebie. I'm going to give a freebie. If I was somebody saying, I'm going to build a holistic channel, I would go over to Netflix. I go watch 100. Nah, I ain't going to say 100. Let me be honest. I'd watch 5 food documentaries that talk about some food being bad. Then I would give a review on YouTube of that. Now, be careful, because you don't want to fall in conspiracy theory. But I'd give a review of those 5 things, link the video underneath so they could go watch it themselves, and link a bunch of supplements underneath. I just gave you a channel. You're welcome. And y'all want to take that? That's on you. But you literally could go watch 5 holistic video, on, literally on Netflix, documentaries. Come back, review those 5, and then talk about why, vitamin D or zinc or magnesium is great for you. There is several channels right now. There's one called Holistic Health. And they got so popular. They got flagged by the government. They're like, oh, they're putting out propaganda. Now, they were easy. They didn't hit anti-vax that much. They just start telling you about all these different vitamins you should take for your body. But they got so much traction on Facebook that the government was like, yo, they spreading propaganda. For vitamins, that's how serious it is, y'all. And people realize they're not eating great food. They don't feel good. They're feeling sluggish. I told y'all this, and I mean this. When I meet women who are 42 to 48, they be in shape. They be looking like, pow, okay? Why? Because they cook more. They come from a generation of moms who cooked more, and they probably take more vitamins than the average woman. I will be somewhere and somebody be like, well, how old are you? I'm like, bitch, why are you worried about me? But I literally will see women who are in their 20s, and I look younger than them. And I'm in my early 30s, but I'm like, I look younger than that person, because they don't take care of their body, and it's all food-based. So is holistic big money? Yes. You want to make a ton of money, make a holistic channel. I just gave you how to do it. And if you want to learn other parts, join a YouTube course. The amount of money Will Smith received in a matter of seconds during his live skydiving video still blows my mind. 6 figures within an hour. Yep. Yes, people have followers not spending money. Yeah, Curtis Davis, they have a lot of people following the channel. Don't spend any money. Alternative Financial, thank you for the $10 super chat. What is up? Facts. 34K is nothing to sneeze at. It really isn't. Hey, Mosh, can someone put the link in for the 2000 course again? Thanks. So the YouTube course is just the email list for right now. When we drop it, I want to be able to hit all the email channels so that everybody gets the same email on the same day, because it's a drip course. So that means first 3 days, this comes out. You get access to the private Facebook group. You get access to this. You get instructions, because you have to set up, part of this whole thing is you have to set up a channel. Like, that's the deal. Like, if you want to be in this course, in order to do the assignments, in order to be on track with everybody, you got to set up a channel, man. We don't care if you don't show your face, but you got to set up something. There's one guy, I'm going to see if I can put his in some of the lessons. He doesn't show his face. He literally reads in a microphone, and he has like those, you ever see those Indian colors, like hieroglyphic type things flying? And it's like in the background playing softly. It's amazing. It's a great video. He does great. And it's just audio. He does audio talks. And it's up on YouTube, and it gets lots of views because, one, you know, sometimes people have audio playing in the background, and also he can strip it and put it on a podcast. It's very smart of him. Very smart. But again, it's, you know, you could just watch the kaleidoscope of colors going back and forth and be like, this is soothing. Now, Jay Allen, here's the thing about gaming channels. They don't. Gaming channels, so here's gaming channels, Allen, fall under the people who try to make $8,000 a month. They're following the old method, right? $2 per 1,000 views. You'd have to get 4 million views to get $8,000. This is the old method. Now, again, I don't get as many views as a lot of people, but I have high CRMs. Now, what does that mean? I'll have insurance commercials play. I'll have other people's channels play commercials on my channel. And so I'll get higher than usual. I'll get way more than $2. But that's just it. People doing gaming channels are trying to play for the numbers. To me, it's not worth it long term. I know people love games so much. They just love games so much. They just want to be an adult playing games and get paid. I get it. But there's so many there's just countless things you could do with less time and less intention. Just could be. Great advice. Not everybody's ready for prime time. Know your lane. I hate businesses that do that. We live so much technology. They can buy tickets and remedy that. Heck, a Sharky invest in a chalkboard. Yep. It's important for us to make money instead of being YouTube famous. It is. It's more important. It's more important. Got promoted at Delta, making more money and working from home. When I get that check, gives me freedom to reinvest in my business in YouTube. There you go. Chop them. Neck chop. I'm going to chop right in the neck. Do you think this is working for music review channels? It's something I'm doing as a hobby. I understand what you're saying about pre-recorded videos, but I record 3 a day. So what are you doing with your recorded music videos? You know, because you can put a lot of affiliate links underneath. You could put Amazon, like, this is the music I listen to, links underneath. You could also put, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you have to break out a little bit more of what you're doing in your channel for me to tell you a better answer. Erica, please create a course on getting more charisma to be Jada, listen, here's the thing, Jada. You have to do it multiple times. If y'all see some of my early videos, your girl looking dry, okay? Your girl looking nervous, sweating, dry. Lucky for y'all, I was skinnier and smiled. I think that kept people on the channel. But again, it's a process, right? And also, that's why you have people with all these camera angles. Or also, you can get a kid to edit your videos. That's why I have Kahari. I'll like record some stuff and let them chop it up. Save myself the drama, you know? Again, you'll come across people who help you improve the channel in different ways. So depending on your genre. Do you think the premium version of Asana is worth it? I don't even know what the blog girl got us on, but it works really well. If you're going to create a bunch of SOPs, you're going to have like 20 employees, possibly. Damn, or create an ebook, possible. Who do I go to for contracts, documents, and official paperwork? G. Logan for what? Official documents for what? ASMR. Yeah, that's what it's called. Mukbang channels. That sounds gross. The word mukbang sounds disgusting. Misophonia is the disorder. Misophonia. Hearing people chew drives me crazy, so I had to do research. Damien, yeah, it's a disorder. It's a mental disorder. One of my roommates in college had it, and I remember one time she was like, "Could you stop?" And I had a sandwich in my mouth, like, "Nope." She was crazy. I'm coming here as a warlock. Some witches out here making money. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, you have to be careful listening to some of these channels. Some of these women, I was listening and I was like, okay, she's a hipster, spiritual. But then I started listening. I'm like, oh no. She was like lighting candles in the back. I was like, in Jesus' name, no. Satan, get from behind me. And Katy, Texas, there you go. Yep. TV Davis, don't go to Japan or Korea, because that's all you're going to hear is noise, noise, noise. Yep. I live in the domain. Buildings going up like crazy. What business can I create to take advantage of employees that will work there? What do you mean? What you can do? A courier business. That's why Instacart and all that stuff works so well in the domain. People bringing their food up. What you trying to do? What kind of service business do you want to do? Again, you ask me for ideals, but I don't know you. I don't know what kind of vibe you have. I don't know if you want to talk to people. You don't like people. Like, what do you want to do? I can't answer magical questions without some knowledge on you. I sent some planner girls your way. They have YouTubes about the YouTube changes. I'm telling you, Foxy girl. Listen, these YouTube changes is coming. They play if they want to. Folks is hitting 100K reading tarot cards. Shush, been the bartender. Jesus' name. He finally called you live. Great information. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Sister Williams, what's up? Derek Lewis. Oat milk. Yeah, it's literally... Oat milk is fine in your cereal in the morning, but when they make it hot, I was drinking my coffee. I was like, this tastes like oatmeal. It just tastes like oatmeal with coffee. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like oatmeal. Uh-oh. Anthony Bolden, dang. I love oatmeal better than almond. I think I'm going to start using it more because the almond milk I got store has this little metallic taste, but it's some kind of preservative they put in it. But I started tasting it. Before I thought my old roommate was crazy, but now I can taste it. I'm like, ooh, it's like a metal taste. Oh, don't do egg and eggnog. It's gross. Just drink 1/3 a cup. Listen, I put the bourbon in my eggnog when I get it. I put that black Captain Morgan rum in it and live my best life. Can't you spice up oat milk? I don't know. I don't know if you can. Well, thank you, Spine Doctor. I'm not giving up property at all because there's a Nike factory. Yeah, I mean, so at the end of the day, you guys should have insurance on that property. Let's keep it a buck. Anytime you have rental property insurance, there should be insurance on that property, and they should be able to cover you getting the gut and demoed. So, all right, Mentor Shelley, I'm working on finishing the book in my resume video-based course for high school and age students. Okay, so there you go. What you need to do is you need to be reaching out to teenage-related channels. If you, Mentor Shelley, if you have a book on resume making and stuff for college students, you need to go find at least 100. I know that sounds crazy, but again, this is free techniques versus paid. Go find 100 channels with teenagers, and it's addressing young people. And then at that point, you're going to be repeatedly just reaching out in contact. You're going to be putting comments in the comments. You're going to be reaching out to people in those genres because that you're offering something they need. So. Oh, don't talk about eggnog like that. If someone has 100 plus subs and not making money that channel, they need to be beaten with the orange electro. Honey, D. Robert, there was a black guy. He was at Essence Festival and he was thanking them for letting him be on stage because he had 2 million followers and had no money. It was the effort of people coming to him saying, hey, I can make your channel make some money, that then he got money. He was literally broke. He was crying. He was like, I had 2 million subscribers and I was broke. You meet a ton of people. You know how many people have contacted me? I've had now 15 different girls and men who have 50,000, 70,000 subscribers and making no money. And like, Erica, you making money off a small channel. I'm willing to pay the cost. And I make them pay 5 or 10 grand each person. because it has made no sense to me how they have that many subscribers, don't make no money. But again, people got on YouTube and they just want to be pretty and sit there in front of the camera and then like, I'm not getting paid for that. Yeah, you're not. That don't work like that. So again, you know, it's a business. And also, when you don't treat it like a business, how can you ever step away? I can step away for 3 months. I've seen people step away for 2-3 months, upload videos that pre-recorded, and also run ads on old videos and do just fine. Money never changed. Money went up probably for some of them. My vitamin D was non-existent when I did a blood test 2 months ago. I'm telling you, I right before my surgery a couple years ago, you guys may have noticed in the videos, like there was a moment where I was real puffy, and then I took vitamin D and drank a bunch of spinach and dropped 30 pounds, and had the surgery and dropped 30 pounds. Now my face wasn't as puffy, but my upper body was puffier, and it's like dropped. And people at church noticed. I'm like, vitamin D, spinach, beets. So every time you get a chance, like when this video goes off, I'm going to go get another spinach and beets drink from Juice Land, because your body needs it. Your body needs it, y'all. I don't know how else to say it to y'all. Your body needs it. It's vital. You want to live a long, healthy life. It's vital, man. Yes, I got vitamin D gummies and had prescription for vitamin D all summer. Woo. Listen, I'm telling you, there have been men channels. I wasn't over there looking for that information, but I was over there and they was having struggles downstairs as men folk. Y'all can just assume what I'm saying. And they took black seed oil, vitamin D, and what's the other thing? Some other vitamin. And that was like, fire, fire. I'm just saying, I was over there doing research for a channel, but I'm just saying, on the men's channel, the black man was taking vitamin D and black seed oil and something else. I forgot what it was, but all the men in the chat were like, fire, more. Okay, I'm done. I'll stop now. Have you tried exposure therapy? Oh, you're still talking to T. Avis. Oatmeal has the closest feel to milk. It does, I would say, in comparison. Black seed oil, black maca stuff, yep, always sells out. Holistic MD saved my life, visits 130 each time. Yep. I mean, I seriously debated doing a holistic channel. I wanted them to be careful how they talk to me about it, but I really wanted to do one because I think it's so important. Yeah, some of these vegan people are nuts. They're nuts. They got children damn starving, crazy asses. Yes, holistic medicine. Sea moss is sold out. The profit margin is really good when they make gel versus selling sea moss. Gotcha. We cook at home, all that processed food. I'm just saying, sometimes people be asking me, like, how old are you? When did you get engaged? When did you dump your, like, questions that has nothing to do with this channel. I've told you my story, but that has nothing to do with it. I was engaged. I've been asked to be married 3 times now, but you know what I mean? It's not your girl's fault. Some of these people is a little crazy. And we put them through the rigors of testing and they don't qualify. Okay? Like, and the guy who asked me when we were in high school, that doesn't count, but my mom always counts it, so just for the laughs. That's it. That's just it, BB Rodriguez. Vitamin D for melanated people, and I don't know if you're light skin or dark skin. If you're Asian, Latino, Black, they have been at all-time lows. Again, people spend more time ever in their car, in an office, at home watching TV. They not outside. You'd have to literally sunbathe. Now, I moved to Texas and I realized I was a natural light person. Like, I'm more depressed in cold weather. I can only take little bouts of cold weather. I used to live in Alaska as a kid. And I didn't realize I was that person until I moved to Texas. And I was like, I feel so much better. And everybody's like, oh. And I went to my doctor. He's like, you need it. 1, you need more vitamin D. And 2, you're probably like a sunlight emotion person, which there's a disorder for it. But I'm not that far. Trust me. I know a girl who actually went to London and was depressed for a year because the lack of sunlight. It's a real thing, but I ain't that far. Do I teach how to set up the channel? I do. I teach how to set up the channel, how to put up we're going to use Canva. You guys are going to have to treat this like a business. So in the course, we're going to teach you how to do the Canva, get your back art, back wall art, get you first started, get you some thumbnails. Again, all these things are going to show how you can outsource these things so they can get better, because we're not all artists. We're not all creatives like AM1, you know, but we can also get better. Honey, elephant edge, it's a real thing. Yeah, you can use the channel you already have, Health, Weight, and Real Talk, but you're going to have to make sure, listen, there's some things we're going to make you add in the course. You got to add it to your channel, and we'll know if you did it or not, because we'll do the weekly, when we do the weekly calls, we're going to actually do a review. We're going to actually share your screen, or we're going to have to review your videos. So you got to participate. I don't want anybody in there talking about, I spent $2,000 and I didn't get no channel. Then you did not pay $2,000, because you won't be in the class if you won't start a channel. We can't help you. Again, we can't steer a parked car. So if you do one video, at least you did one video, and we can help you and make it. And listen, when I mean help you, if you got 500 people in a class and we all subscribe to each other's channels just to help it push up, again, come on, follow what I'm saying. There are a lot of people make 6 figures from selling sea moss. It's too easy to make money out of it. There's eggnog made with almond milk. Ooh, I'm going to buy, listen, I always classically buy the bourbon one from Kentucky. What's that bourbon one? What's that whiskey in Kentucky called? They make a great eggnog. It's always an HEB and it's delicious. But I will try other versions this year. Serve Pro. Oh, that's a good one. I saw a sister being interviewed that was 50 but looked 36. Yep. Those videos where people edit together a bunch of motivational clips are huge. No faces, just white dudes working out. Thank you, Just Right. Listen, the limits are here. You can go anywhere with this. Now, you have to be careful with some of those videos on the copyrighted stuff. But yeah, that Eric Thomas thing, that changed Eric Thomas' life. Eric Thomas was going around physically doing all these speeches. When that video went viral, and that guy was at East Carolina University, Ruffin, before he got kicked out for being dumbass, that video changed Eric Thomas' life. Eric Thomas now has commercials with sports teams. It moved him to another stratosphere. He went from like scraping, 300,000 to talking about 5 million the next year from one viral YouTube video. So again, when people tell me about, well, YouTube, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm $3 million in now, and I can't listen to you. I cannot. My brother said he saw your transition from earlier videos when I sent him links and joined the content. I'm telling you. And your girl was a little nervous back in the day. Plead the blood, says plead the blood on it. Get on out of here with that. Thank you, Jaded New Yorker. I learned a ton from you in the past few years, from the videos to the Facebook group. Thank you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Just got the planner. Can you be as successful running to different type of channels? You can, Ray Gun, but you got to put yourself on a schedule. Got to put yourself on a schedule. That's the most important thing. Because if you schedule it for like everybody over here, you get Wednesday channels, everybody over here, you get Tuesday updates. Because I ideally want you to do 2 videos a week or 1 video a week, but stay consistent to 1. If you can do that, you can have 2 channels. And whichever channel takes off better than the other, even better. Right? Now, Levine, a prime example, Glenda had mentioned Levine. What I laughed about Levine is he was all MGTOW, F these bitches. F these bitches. And he was light skinned too. So he's like, come on, man, come on. F these bitches, right? Then he meets this Asian girl. I think she's half white, half Asian. No, she's Asian. And he get married, they didn't get married till way into it. They were living together. And all of a sudden he was like, oh, I'm in love. And you know what he did? People kept bringing up the fact that he was MGTOW for life on his other channel. Eventually what he started doing is taking videos away from the old channel, just deleting them. And eventually he was just trying to get that to go away, old channel, because he was making millions of dollars with his pretty Asian wife, and they had 2 kids. And unfortunately their son, I think, has autism. And I will leave my comments alone about that. But like, they were talking about that, and like that family, millions of dollars. And so he had to go back and clean up the other channel. So careful when you're out here making channels, because I know a lot of people want to go talk about silly stuff, and I have to pull myself back sometimes. I'd be like, I want to go talk about stupid stuff too. But I say, no. Yes, you know what it is, Jay Allen. You have to realize that these farmers, there's several milk companies going in bankruptcy. Because people realize all this mucus production is making people sick. This ain't just that Dr. Seba hitting black people. There are Hispanic people who put milk in like almost everything. And even they are not saving the economy of milk production. Over 21 milk farms in the Pennsylvania and also in the Northeast shut down. They got their contracts canceled in the middle of the year, which is unheard of. Again, that's a killer to economies. That's a killer to several towns. I'm pretty sure 21 of those farmers are like, I'm about to kill every cow and sell steak today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's how fast information goes through. And honestly, that people are like, my stomach's upset when I drink milk. I thought that was just this. No, I'm not even just lactose intolerant, irritated from drinking milk. Again, there was this guy made this joke about when he sees black people eating plant-based, they look amazing. When he sees white people eating meat only, they look amazing. I've actually seen that. I've actually seen some people's channels where the workout guy looks amazing. There are 2 black guys that are vegan now, and I'm like, they look amazing. Their skin's glowing. They look, again, our bodies are all different and need different foods. So yes, oat milk became a thing because almond milk people are like, we done made a bunch of money. Oat producers are probably like, let's get some of that almond milk money. All right, Diamond Brook, law of attraction. I know YouTube are recording how to IT videos, business intelligence as well. Never worked in IT. The hustle's real. Herbert Scott. When I was out there at Afrotech, people were like, I was like, hey, Tuesday I have a stock Tuesdays and Thursdays I have tech Thursdays. And they were like, Erica, tech Thursday. I'm like, I'm not in tech, baby, but if I can get 100,000 people to get into tech while I'm making money off it, I will do that. Trust me. There's some IT people cracking me up. Aftermarket crash in 08, I took a job at CNA. 4 years ago, I started a business basically doing the same work. I now hire caregivers. I recently teaching others how to do it. Chantel, that's a whole business. That's a business channel. That's a course. That's everything. And what you need now is some VAs from the Philippines making some of your phone calls, because guess what the Philippines have? Nurses and caregivers. I need customized non-disclosure agreements to properly run my business. I'm guessing I need to talk to a lawyer. You can go on Rocket Lawyer, G. Logan. I don't know what you need. Who are you trying to get these customized documents to? Non-NDAs, you can get NDAs off Rocket Lawyer. Go pay for a Rocket Lawyer membership and rock out them NDAs. They have to sign it before they can even see the other part of the email. I have 13,000 followers on LinkedIn, 10,000 on IG. Can I monetize these phones? Yes, we talk about it in the course. You can. Uh-oh, my phone's about to die, y'all. Almond milk eggnog is the bomb. I'm going to try to trust you. Jay Allen, Jay Allen put, all you need is black maca, black seed oil, and what? And you laying it down all night. I'm not even going to respond to that. I'm just going to read it and then let y'all make your own decision on that. Hold on. Oh, the quiet car. Would it be pointless to make a dance channel because music copyright guidelines? A lot of dancers get a lot of views, but I don't think they're profiting much. Rita, what you would be doing is you would be having the channel. You don't need the AdSense money. AdSense money is trash. And people try to play like AdSense is the best money ever, but it's really not. AdSense is like 2% of most people's businesses out here on YouTube, if not 1%. There's a guy I know right now making $800,000 a month, and it ain't from fucking AdSense. Okay, it's like that's the least of his business. So make your dance videos and then do what? Have a dancer cookbook. Have a dancer supplements you need as a dancer to help your joints. There's all kind of, we can go in a rabbit hole of that, right? There's so much you could do, baby. You got the body, you got the videos, do it. Have you tried a table of olive oil a day? Man, I put a lot of olive oil on things I eat at the house. But yeah, there's a couple different things I want to try for you guys. They can come holler at me though. Ooh. Seasonal effect disorder. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'm thinking of a home economics channel, but new changes. Do you think it's still viable? Home economics, you mean like cooking and all stuff? Girl, cooking's at an all-time high. Speaking of background art, Erica, I get a kick out of your thumbnails. I just come up with random stuff. Jim Beam eggnog. It's some good stuff. But it's not even alcoholic. That's the funny part. You have to add alcohol to it. Exactly, the course doubles as engagement group. Erica, do you already have our niche mapped out? So Jaded New Yorker, what I do is I start going over several different niches. And then as we do the course and we do weekly Q&A, we can start adding more to it. But yeah, I talk about why there's just, I have like, I think I listed top 10 or something like that. Like evergreen stuff, top 10. And then we can always add more. Southern Comfort. That's what it is. Southern Comfort. There you go. It's not Jim Beam, but Jim Beam is the same thing. Southern Comfort, Jim Beam. Not Wild Turkey. That's nasty. I went to ECU too. What's up, ECU in the building? Business department. Don't hate us like AM1. I'm just saying, y'all can get the K1. Y'all can get the vitamin D. People need to accept that YouTube is the new top dog media platform. People don't feel like being bothered by cable companies and their nonsense. BK from the Rockies. If you didn't watch my last video about FTC, that's what I'm talking about. There's an absolute millions of people have dived off of the cliff that is, regular mass TV, and they can't stop it. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Even when they were talking about throttling the internet speeds, people are fighting against that too. You can't mess with people's internet. Get the likes up. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Ego? I'm killing your name, but thank you so much for supporting the channel. No wholly sane person that focused on any person or persons they claim to be repelled by. Listen, I ain't gonna get into that. The coding boot camps will literally let you go for free these days, and you pay them after you get a job. Ethan Troy, I've learned so much from you. Alicia, thank you for the 189 super chat. I appreciate it, baby. Like a YouTuber, Frank Trudeau, who does meat-only diet. Hit me up after you charge your phone. Yeah, I'm going to have to charge this phone, y'all. Let me finish this out. And we've been on here an hour and 16 minutes. LOL, forgive me, my sister splashed holy water on myself. Splash that holy water on yourself. I've been thinking of doing some videos chronicling my level up. It would be good for motivation for me. V. Lee, it's important. Listen, I'm telling you, let me tell you, I wrote it down. 50 books, 1 conference a month for a year. Now, if you want me to flip it on the other side, I wanted to ask Kevin Samuels if he wants to do a partner on me on this thing, but I want to do Is Your Life Attractive book. And going to tell you, like, if you really want to, let me control myself. What I want to say, I can't say. But if you really want to go get you a particular type of man and you want to live a particular type of lifestyle, I've seen it, I've done it, and I'm around girls who do it all the time. And it literally, there's certain places you could be. If you are dressed nice with the boobs out and the hair done right and the face is clean and clear, you ain't even got to be all the way skinny. I'm telling you, girls, it's like, it's thin out here. It's thin out here. Some of these men are just like, you got a brain and you're not trying to rob me of all my money. I'll just take you. Like, people are more tired than you think. And I know that sounds terrible, but I know several young ladies who were divorced and 38 marrying people, and the man's like, we have 1 kid, good enough. Like, people be tired out here. They be tired of the foolishness. But I could do a whole video about that leveling up if you want to hear it. Probably a whole book. YouTube is for one reason only, 10 minutes of pushing your product. That's kind of funny. Alkaline Holistic Nature Nutritionist channel. Yep. Cooking channel. Vitamin D and S. Leveling Up and Feminine channels are getting popular. They are, see Allie, and they'll forever be popular, right? Because people love listening to a woman who's nice and kind. Even the Gold Digger Woman channel, the white woman that's like high flying lifestyle, her Gold Chicken channel is quite classy. It's a classy Gold Digger channel, but she even tells you that the lifestyle is for younger women. She does let you know. Now she said if you're an older woman, you're aiming for a different type of client. Jet set lifestyle, what she calls it. All right, Key. No, I don't want none of that wild turkey. Thank you, Jay Allen. There you go, just right. All right, you guys are amazing. Classy gold digging. Classy gold digging. My Erica would. No. I would not put that out. That'd be horrible. But I think there's ways to handle ourselves in different environments, and people need to learn that. That's all. So look, you guys, I got a few more errands to run for the night is over. I have to stop by the UPS store. So thank you guys so much. You are amazing. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting this channel over the years. Again, before I go on my vacations and record it, Living Lustrous, I will make sure to give this channel the last 43 days of the year. I will give y'all as much as I can. I'll give you much data as I can, give you much energy and positivity before the year's out. So everybody, this is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the $55 in super chats today. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for the 120 likes. Boom. That's how we make it work. See you guys soon. And also in the links, the planner will be in the links, and also the email list for the YouTube channel. Later.